Hello guys and welcome to the sports channel. Manchester United 7, Barnsley 0. Yes, I'm gassed. Yes, I'm excited. Forget for a minute that is Barnsley. It's the first time Manchester United have scored 7 or more goals at Old Trafford. And the last time we did that was in 2021 when I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was still the manager, and it was in a Premier League game against Southampton when we scored 9 goals to 0. That's the first time. Since that time, since that time, Man United have actually scored 7 or more goals, and I think this is ERIK ten Hag's biggest win to date as well. So of course, there's a reason to be buzzing. Yes, I'm buzzing. I'm excited to see 7 goals that scored at Old Trafford. We have goals from different players as well. I'm talking about Eriksen. Where did that come from? Eriksen's got 2, Garnacho got 2, Anthony got 1. And Marcus Rashford got 2. Like I said, excited, buzzing, 7-0. But let's get into the video quickly. It was solid defending and it was a good performance from the team. And the players that haven't actually had minutes this season as well. Also, I'm glad to see players that I predicted starting lineup featured in the game as well. Like I predicted some players in the starting lineup, and yeah, they were featured in the game. So it was good to see that I was correct in that aspect. Anyway, it was a solid performance. Look. We usually struggle with teams like this. We usually struggle with small teams. We make it difficult for ourselves when it shouldn't be. Again, team either from the second tier or from the third tier of the league, we always tend to struggle. We make it difficult for ourselves when it doesn't need to be. We always manage to just get through the skin of our teeth. Literally, that's how we manage. I think I can remember a game we had against Newport or something like that. We won 1-0 or it went to penalty. I can't quite remember, but all I know is we struggle against teams like this. Struggle to break them down, struggle to create chances, and struggle to even score goals. But today, that was not the case. That wasn't the case, and I'm chuffed. I'm happy. I can't complain too much. 2 goals from Marcus Rashford. It's amazing what a goal can actually do for a player. It's amazing what a goal can do for a player's confidence. In terms of their confidence, in terms of their new reassured belief in themselves. His first touch for that first goal was amazing. I can't lie to you. It's quality touch, and then he just managed to coast past the defender like the guy wasn't there and smashed it roof of the net. Confident play, and to start the game, he was looking sharp. He was looking really sharp to start off with the game anyway, so I was hoping that he would be able to do something. And like I predicted ERIK ten Hag was going to start him in this game, and yes, it did start him. And it's quality. Rashford was actually absolutely quality today. I would have given the man of the match, but there was a player on the pitch who had a better game. I don't want to say he had a better game. He had a better game than Marcus Rashford. So I'm not going to give Marcus Rashford the man of the match. But yeah, let's move on. Anthony also had his goal. He worked hard in his game. I can't lie. He worked hard. It was up and down. It looked quick. It looked sharp. It looked eager to go. He worked hard in the game, and he won himself a penalty, which he took the penalty himself, converted it. Looked like he was getting ready to actually go back to the form that ERIK ten Hag knows that he can be in. So it's good to see that today. But I can say that he is nowhere near dislodging Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo is still the number 1 in my opinion. In my humble opinion, I'm still starting Amad Diallo ahead of Anthony, and in the left hand position anyway. But the good news is, if Anthony can be playing like this, and I'm not talking just against Barnsley, but against quality teams as well, then we are looking like we have strength in depth, especially on the right and on the left. Strength galore, and up top as well, we have strength. But the only thing that I wanna emphasize on is on the right hand side, because we've been looking for a right winger for the longest. But it looked like we now have two quality to choose from. Two quality players to choose from that right hand side. But it just means that we have strength in depth. Alejandro Garnacho. I mean, what else can I say about this boy? Like, literally, what else can I say about this boy? 2 goals, 2 assists, then I say more. I mean, and he can only get, he's only 20 years old, by the way. He is only 20 years old. And he can only get better from this. He's far from the finished article. Far from the finished article. And he could have and should have had a hat trick. I think he should have a hat trick. The ball that is skied, I can't remember who crossed that ball in. And then he skied. He was leaning back and skied it. If he got that in, that would have been his hat trick. And it would have been like one of the top goal scorers in the Carabao Cup already, with just 1 game. But again, I'm not here to criticize him. I'm not here to say anything negative about him. He played good. He played really well. And again, he's a shout for me on the left hand side. I'll prefer him on the left hand side. But right now, Marcus Rashford looked like he's got his thinking head back on. He's gained confidence. It looked like I'm hoping this will be like a start for him going into the season, into the rest of the season, and he can start being the Marcus Rashford that we know him to be, not of last season but the season before. And if it could be better than the Marcus Rashford of the season before, I'm all in for it. I can't lie, I am all in for it. And do you know what? Eriksen also got 2 goals. Hey, amazing! Eriksen scored 2 goals. I couldn't believe it, but he's not someone that you would expect. He's not someone that gets goals like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But for him to come on, to start the game, get 2 goals under his belt, and then Bruno also came on as well, delivered 2 assists. What can I say? Like, this is what I want to be seeing from my team. This is what I want to see from my club. Different players scoring goals, different kind of goals, penalty, screamers, quality goals, tap-ins. I mean, what else do you want me to say about that game that hasn't been said already? There was a lot of intricacy, passing, movement between players. Eriksen, especially for Eriksen's second goal, if you can go back and watch the highlights of the game, for that second goal that Eriksen scored, there was a lot of movement, a lot of play, and the ball movement was quick, it was sharp. It wasn't diddling-daddling, it wasn't waiting around. We were just moving in quick movements, sharp movements, intricate passing, pass and move. The basic fundamental of football was pretty much on display. It was on display. The fundamental of football was on display in that game, and I'm all for it. I am all for it. I can't deny it. I'm all for it. Erik ten Hag, if this is the way we're going to be going, especially against bigger teams, Premier League teams, Europa League teams, I'm all for it. I'm down for it. That's without a shadow of a doubt. I'm down. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's keep going. I want to also talk about Manuel Ugarte. Ugarte, man, is the man I wanted to see in this game. And for a few reasons. For me, I wanted him to build up his confidence for the league, you know. I also wanted him to build up his fitness. Again, I was correct in my prediction of 60 minutes. I did say that he should get at least 60 minutes, start the game, get at least 60 minutes, and then we can assess the rest of the situation like that. And his first game, he started at Old Trafford, and he did not disappoint. He was everywhere he needed to be. So we know he's an engine. He can work in that midfield, in the middle of that part. He can work hard. So we know that he's got an engine in him. And when he is fully fit, I can only imagine what it will be like when he's fully fit. If he's not fully fit right now, and he can get about the way he was getting about, when he's fully fit, oh boy, he's putting the Premier League on notice. In my humble opinion, he's putting the Premier League on notice. I was impressed. What really impressed me the most? Is his progressive passing. You know, you see a lot of defensive midfielders. They'll pass sideways, they'll pass to the side, they'll pass backwards, but progressive passing. Again, I'm saying before the rival starts trying to cook, man. I'm saying this. I know it's against Barnsley. I know that. I know it's against Barnsley, but I'm just looking at the football aspect of things. I'm not looking at the name of the opponent. I'm looking at the football aspect of things. That's what I'm looking at. And like I said, yeah, it impressed me the most with his progressive passing, reading of the game, interception. There was an interception that he made that led to us scoring. I think Garnacho finishing it. Made the interception. I laid it off to Bruno. Bruno to Garnacho. The rest was history. So his reading of the game, the interception, positioning, and the way he drives with the ball. He can actually drive with the ball at his feet. He can move with the ball at his feet, and he did that a couple times in this game. I'm not gonna jump off. Actually, fuck it. I think I'm gonna jump off the roof here. And say that it reminds me of somebody, a legend, a Man United legend. It reminds me of a Man United legend. Not the way he plays football, not by the way he plays football, but by what I saw in him. He's a fighter, a bully. He's got a dog in him, and that's what we've been missing in the middle of that park. We've been missing that in the middle of Man United's midfield. But it's good to see that we've got a man in Ugarte that'll be able to do that. But what I was also thinking was, although this is a good sign, when he went down holding his foot, when he went down holding his foot, I was scared. I literally had my hand on my head like this. I was like, oh my God, please don't let it be something bad. And then I saw the blood trickling down his knee down. I thought, wow, his first game. Please don't tell me he's injured. But to see that it was just a stamp on his foot rather than it was an ankle issue, I was relieved. I was a relieved man. But like I said, the guy's a dog. He's a fighter, and that's what Manchester United have been missing in this team. Now that we've got that, we need someone else like him. But then I guess it would be good to have a Casemiro come in when he's not fit enough, or when we're trying to rest him. A Casemiro then can then come in, or a Collier can then come in. Do you know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited. So defending was spot on today. Harry Maguire was very sure in defense, and he looked comfortable. Again, we're playing Barnsley, so I'm not trying to overhype the situation, but what I can say is that Harry Maguire in the last couple games, he's been doing okay. You know, it's not the same Harry disaster Maguire that we had against Brighton. So he's been doing okay. I think he's learning from his mistakes as well. It's just unfortunate that he can't learn while he's in the game, but he learns after the game. But the point of the matter is he's actually learning, which is something that I'm happy about. I would have loved to see Harry amass in the squad, or even get a few minutes under his belt, but he's still young. There's time for him to get there, and there's plenty of games in this season. There's a lot of games in this season, so I'm pretty sure we'll see Harry amass at some point before the end of this season. But yeah, overall, this was a confidence booster for Manchester United. The game in itself is a confidence booster. I felt like it was at the end, it kind of turned out to be like some sort of like an exhibition game. That's because that's the way we've made the game look. We've made it look simple. We've made it look easy, and that's what we should be doing with teams like this. And we did show that we are ready, and I look forward to seeing what we do against Crystal Palace over the weekend. So, like I said, it's a confidence booster for the likes of Marcus Rashford, likes of Anthony, Eriksen, even Bruno Fernandes coming off the bench and getting 2 assists. My man of the match today was undeniably going to be Alejandro Garnacho. 2 goals, 2 assists. What else can you ask for from a winger? You can't ask for more from a winger. He could have had a hat trick, but he had 2 goals, 2 assists. That is good enough for me. Let's just keep this going. Let this not be the only 2 goals that we're gonna get, especially going into the weekend. I want to see goals galore. Zexi could have had a goal. he could have had a goal as well. But again, it's something that it would have to. He needs a goal. He needs a goal as well, just for to get his confidence up. But like I said, 7-0 at Old Trafford. United through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Until the next one, guys. Peace.